Hello, this is Mrs. Ross, and I'm going to go through Cumulative Test 17B. I'm going to work through every problem so you know what it should look like. And what I'd like for you to do is I'd like for you to check your own test and see kind of where you went wrong or how you did it or if you did something different, and make sure that you have the answers correct. So first question is one team's ratio of games won to games played, not lost, is 4-7. If the teams played 35 total games, how many games did they fail to win or lose? So we need a ratio box proportion cross multiply here. We're going to have 1 lost in total, 1 lost, and this is ratio, and this is actual. It says games won to games played. So they won 4 out of a total of 7, which means they lost 3. Or in the ratio part, they lost 3 because 4 plus 3 is 7. If they played a total of 35 games, how many did they lose? So you can see where the proportion would come from and then cross multiply. Uh, 3 times 35 equals 15. And I get 15 as my answer here. Okay, find the mean, which is the average, the median, which is the middle, the mode, which is the most, and the range is the largest minus the smallest. Okay, so average is equal to the sum over how many? And let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to add 50 plus 60 plus 80 plus 60 plus 70 plus 55 plus 85 plus 70 plus 90 plus 50. And I got 670 divided by 10, which gives me 67 for A. B was one of the most missed in the whole thing, and the problem is the median you have to, you're going to have to average the two middle ones since we have an even number of numbers. So we have to put it in order from least to greatest. So we have 50, I'll cross that off. Then we have 55. And then we have two 50s, so let me put another 50 here. And then we have 60, two 60s, so there's another 60. 70, 70. So those go away. Let's see, 80, 85, and 90. So now we have it in order. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so we're going to average these two numbers, and we get 65 as our median. Okay. C is the most, and what you'll find is we've got two 50s, we have two 60s, and we have two 70s. So it's going to be 50, 60, and 70. Most of you got this correct. And then D is 90 minus 50, the largest minus the smallest, which is 40. Okay, Milo was chagrined to find the ratio of daisies to dandelions to daisies was 9-4. If there were 36 daisies, how many dandelions? So we don't need a total row on this one. We just need daisies and dandelions, ratio, actual. So let's do day. So ratio of dandelions to daisies is 9-4. 36 daisies. So we have 9 is to 4 as x is to 36. We cross multiply.
36
6 is 324. Divided by 4, divided by 4, 81. Okay. Let's see. This one, it says use a unit multiplier. Where am I? Right there. Good. A unit multiplier to convert 0.84 liters to milliliters, and it gives you the unit multiplier right there. So we have given times unit multiplier equals our answer. We are given 0.84 liters. We're not sure what our unit multiplier is going to be yet, if it's going to be milliliters over liters or liters over milliliters, but we know our answer is supposed to be milliliters. So that means I want milliliters in the top. So my liters are going to cancel. 1,000 times 0.84 gives me 840 milliliters. Most of you got that one correct. Okay, graph x is greater than or equal to -3 on a number line. So we're starting at -3, it's equal, so I'm going to fill that in, and then this arrow tells me that it's going to go this way. Now it doesn't say integers, so I'm going to highlight the whole thing. Okay, collect like terms. So we have our 4xy and our plus 1xy, so I know that 4xy plus 1xy is equal to 5xy. And then we have -3x plus 1x, so -3x plus 1x is equal to 2x. So my answer is going to be 5xy minus 2x. Alright, if sound travels 2 miles in 10 seconds, how far does sound travel in 3 minutes? Aha! Well, here's the problem, and many of you got this wrong. You can't compare minutes to seconds, you have to convert them. So we have 3 minutes. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So now we have 180 seconds. Now we can use our ratio box of case 1 to case 2. So we have case 1, case 2, we have miles, and we have seconds. So 2 miles in 10 seconds, 180 seconds, we don't know how many miles. I believe that's 360, but I'm not gonna... Yep. Divided by 10, we get x is equal to 36. Okay, let me change colors so you can tell which problem I'm doing. Before the clowns arrived, only 45% of the children had happy faces. If 110 of the children did not have happy faces, how many were there in all? So I'm going to need a ratio box that has a total row. So we have happy, not happy, and total. Total. And since this is percent, our total will be 100 since we're not changing our percentage. So we have happy, not happy, and total. So we have 45% were happy, which means 55% were not. This is actual. This is going to be 110. And how many were there total? So you can see the ratio box right here. Or I'm sorry, the proportion. I'm going to move this up here. Sorry, I'm kind of running out of room. 55x is equal to 100 times 110. 55x is equal to and I get 200 kids who are not happy. Oh no, that's total. 200 kids total. Alright, diagram this statement. $42,000 was raised in the charity drive. This was 7/10 of the goal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my 10 boxes, because I kind of need to visualize this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And it says 7/10. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. So that would be this. So this would be 7/10. And this is going to be 3/10, which is the rest of it. So if 7/10 was $42,000, what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this by 7, and I'm going to get $6,000. So that's what goes in each one of the 6,000. I'm just going to write the 6, but it's really 6,000. It says the goal of the charity drive was how much? So it's actually, A is going to be 6,000 times 10, which is equal to $60,000. Okay, and then B says it fell short what percent? So it fell short 3/10, and we want to make that a percent. There's other ways to do this, but it fell short 30%. Okay, let's see. Alright, this says a certain rectangular prism was 5 inches long by 2 inches wide by 3 inches high. Sketch the figure and find its volume. I really just wanted you to find the volume. Volume is equal to length times width times height, which is in the back of your spiral. 5 times 2 times 3. 5 times 2 is 10, times 3 is 30 inches cubed. I did not take off for units. Okay, area of the circle. This was also one of the most missed, and I think it's because you guys will not write down the formula. So if I have to use 22 over 7 for pi, A is equal to 22 over 7 times 7 squared, which is going to be 22 over 7. 7 squared is 7 times 7, which is 49. I can cancel that, and I can make that 7. So 22 times 7 is 154. Several of you got that. Several of you didn't. This would be inches squared, but that's okay. So fraction to decimal, we divide. Decimal to percent, we multiply by 100. Percent to decimal, we divide by 100. And then decimal to fraction is place value. So let's do A. We've got 20 goes into 3. And I get 0.15 here. B is going to be 0.15 times 100, which is 15%. Okay. C, we've got 8 divided by 100, which is going to be 0.08, and that's 8/100. This is actually my fraction as well, but I'm going to have to reduce it. So let's divide by 4. That gives me 2 over 25, and that's as far as that can go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pause this and then make the next problem 13 is going to be the first problem in the part 2 video.